I'm Ash Kane.
I am Ash Kane.
So it's a new crime novel called The Overnights, and it's about a former detective turned private investigator who uncovers the darker side of television news while protecting a popular news anchor.
Ooh, this isn't about anybody we know, by the way.
Thank goodness, all right?
Dr. Ian Smith is the author. This is a book of fiction.
Yes.
A work of fiction.
Yes.
Great to have you with us this
Good to see
morning.
you. Well, it's fiction, but based on fact. So we call it faction. You know.
Faction.
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 Okay.
You know what I love, though? You were here recently, and you were talking your health and fitness.
Yes.
A lot of people, that's what they think about when they think Dr. Ian, right?
Yeah, well, I've been doing health and fitness and weight loss for a very long time. I've always had a passion for mysteries. I love mysteries. I love reading them. I love watching them. And I just decided many years ago, I'm going to write what I love to read. And so this particular book is called The Overnights, which you all know. The Overnights are the ratings reports you get during sweeps, which are the ratings period in TV. I was a correspondent for many years, so the newsroom was very familiar with me. But I wanted to do a story where two anchor women are battling for #1 during sweeps. And they are trying everything they can to get ahead, and something goes a little left. And so our guy, who is the private investigator, Ash Kane, is called in to try to figure out what's happening. And it's just a fun story. It's all about what happens. People see you guys and me on the news, but what happens behind the scenes? And so this is a lot of what's behind the scenes, a mystery behind the scenes.
What's interesting, you know, you talk about how you were a correspondent, an anchor, and all this great stuff. It's funny, you've been in the newsroom, you see some of the things that go on behind the scenes. What were some of those things that really influenced the story?
Well, you know, one thing people don't realize is the competitive nature. Like, you know, like people are really competing for the ratings. It's important for management, it's important for sales and ratings and stuff. And so people don't understand trying to get the big story, right? And so Morgan Shaw, who was the anchor woman here, who's the main character, is trying to get this big story for sweeps so that they can win the ratings period. And so this is what she's trying to do. And convincing her news director that this is the right story. The news director is saying to her, you don't have enough of it yet for us to go public. And she's fighting. So all the kind of machinations that occur behind the scenes is in The Overnights.
So interesting. I'm sure you still have friends in the news business.
Yes, lots of them.
So did any of them read this before it was published to say, look, Dr. Ian, this is not realistic, or this is, or
Well, they said just the opposite. They said it's very realistic. In fact, a lot of the characters are based on people who I know in the news. I changed the names just a little bit, but the characteristics are the same. So one of the anchor women is very glamorous and very diva-esque, but she's a great journalist, and so that's based on a good friend of mine. So yeah, I mean, people who read it have loved it. Also, I have this great mystery people are doing, so I created this thing. It's my 25th book.
Right.
So for fun, I created a contest. If you can solve the clues and the questions, it's a $10,000 contest.
Nice.
If you go to my...
Wait a minute. Can we get in on this?
Yeah, anyone get on it, right? But if you go to my Instagram, which is at Dr. Ian Smith, spell the doctor out, Ian Smith, in my bio, I post the 5 questions and the clues. And it's based on The Overnights. Can you figure it out? That's the key.
Ooh, real quick, I know we got to go, but it's so fascinating. When do you write?
I like to write really late at night and
Okay.
early in the morning. I like when everyone's sleeping and everything's quiet, and it's just my computer, me, and some music in the background, and I just go to work.
Did you ever work overnights? I'm just curious.
I work early in the morning, not the overnights.
Okay.
I was on an early morning show, the 5 a.m. show.
Well, that's kind of like
that's who we are.
Here
it's
we
our
go.
producer, Jennifer, is working that overnight shift, so she's like, wrap it up. This is fascinating. Love it.
Thank you, guys.
Dr. Ian Smith, it's always great to see you. We appreciate you being here. Of course, we're going to post this entire interview on our website at letternewsfirst.com. Be sure to check out that book. We'll be right back after this.